Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today we give you a piece of breaking news from a royal expert. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are playing the Wheel of Doom. Ever since Harry hooked up with Meghan Markle, they seem to have been playing a game of I dare you with the royal family, the public, the media, and basically everyone, thinking they were invincible. Now they are playing the Wheel of Doom. Well, Artemis Guggenheim created it because it exemplifies their situation. It's like the devil has tempted them, and they are listening and doing as they are told to gain their desires. What they fail to recall is that there are always consequences when you abandon morals and follow the path of the devil. It's as if they have been silently saying to the Queen, I dare you to remove our titles, take away Sussex Royal, and I dare you to take away my military titles when I am so loved. But Harry has found out he isn't that loved and that Sussex Royal has been taken away. Meghan Markle dared the Queen and her aides when she deliberately walked in front of the Queen when she was given instructions not to, as well as bad manners. Besides that, there were the awkward moments of getting in the car twice, both times getting in through the wrong door. They dared the media too, by accusing them of racism, and have been filing fruitless lawsuits. Meghan Markle dared to attack her family by using them, and thinking she was so adored by them they would lie down and take it. It's all been an arrogant game of dare, played out by an idiotic and selfish duo who sulk and sue when people don't agree with them or when they fail to get what they want. The game is dangerous, but they don't care about the carnage that they leave behind, and each person who is associated with them will get tarred. Someone posted a comment on one of my posts saying that what has been predicted from my archived and temporarily removed for editing post has come to pass. Those who were foolhardy enough to align with the duo will feel the consequences of their decision in due course. While the main focus has been on the Travelist love triangle, MWX Trading and Sussex Royal, and the Travelist Global Summit where we saw Harry live, there have been other Sussex stories that have finally surfaced. Harry made a concerted effort to mention that Travelist was launched as a nonprofit in September 2019, but was there any paperwork that validates that claim? The not-so-silent whispers of possible impropriety over the transfer of charitable funds to other companies that Harry is involved with hasn't been laid to rest and has caused enough attention for further inspection from other bodies, no doubt. While it operated under the umbrellas of the Royal Foundation and the Sussex Royal Foundation, their status was assumed, but that all changed earlier in 2020. Dronegate drones on as the Sussexes have managed to convince a judge to grant them subpoenas for 3 agencies, Blackgrid, Splash, and X17, that have been suspected of being involved in the rogue photos of Archie. But why hasn't Coleman Rayner been mentioned? You know, the agency that set up Thomas Markle and who were responsible for him not showing up at the wedding that led to that letter being written, which has ended up in a costly, futile lawsuit. Why aren't they the chief suspects? They who have made in the past photographed Doria walking her dogs and other useful shots for Meghan Markle. One could say that Coleman Rayner are responsible for the chain of events that have transpired. That is, unless they were on the Meghan Markle PR's payroll already, and a subpoena for their records going back to 2018 would probably make for some interesting reading. Next on the roundup is the not-so-unexpected news about the National Theatre and their non-existent patron. Even before COVID-19, the National Theatre was struggling because as soon as Meghan Markle was announced as the patron, people began to cancel their memberships to the National Trust, while others quietly let them lapse. Many of us anticipated the downfall of the beloved theater with the association, and sadly that appears to be the case, as Rufus Norris admits Things are difficult, and the patron that he once gushed over has long gone with other, more important money-making schemes in hand. He was warned, and now who looks like the fool? Meghan Markle was supposed to have relinquished all royal patronage, but Norris assured Meghan Markle that he wanted to retain her when the Sussex exit was announced. How did he think she would have any value is beyond me. She'd already tarnished the theater and made one public appearance and 2 secret squirrel ones, which were later released for Sussex PR purposes. That said, no one wants to see the National Trust fail, but if they are stupid enough to support someone who the public despise and loathe, then this will be the consequence of their actions. During the early days of COVID-19, they streamed performances for free and probably got some donations from that. But will it be enough for people to support them after what many saw as an act of betrayal? She could have stepped down, and Norris didn't have to support her, but could have remained silenced. Some criticize that other members of the royal family aren't as active with all their patronages, but they don't do secret visits to them and use them for publicity, and all other members of the royal family have a huge number of patronages that they rotate. Meghan Markle had 4 patronages, which she has used to death for her own publicity. The Harkle's Wheel of Doom is spinning, and already the royal family website has reduced her entry to a few token, drawn-out paragraphs. She was always irrelevant, and they had to make the best of what there was. It won't be long before other elements will be deleted, too. Add to that, Los Angeles pal and former lawyer Benita Litt has deleted or deactivated her Facebook profile. I imagine all 5 friends have sought their own counsel, on the quiet, of course, because they need to appear united, because none of them expected to get dragged into this mess. The problem is that the list of possible suspects is small as it is, so whether they are named or not, the public will always treat them as suspects. They will never escape public scrutiny, and yes, most will try and ignore it, but they have been well and truly tarred and feathered. No one has any sympathy for them, and they must realize by now that their participation means that they have admitted to breaching Meghan Markle and Thomas Markle's privacy, and that at least one has defamed Thomas Markle and could face separate charges. I anticipate a crowdfunder for his legal fees would be reached in record time. That would also mean the 5 friends who have had to point the finger at the friend or friends in question, and that will get messy because by all accounts this was planned as a group exercise, like a coven where each is supposed to be loyal to the other. To be honest, it's a bit of an anticlimax, but more a case of who will be the first to decide that their own lives are more important than protecting what could be a convoluted labyrinth of concocted tales with some half-truths woven in. The bets aren't on who the 5 friends are, but who will be the first to break the circle to protect themselves. How about you? What do you think about this? Please let me know in the comment section below and let's discuss them together. Remember to like and share my video with anyone you think may also love it. And subscribe to our channel to get more news from the royal family. Have a nice day and see you tomorrow.